Well, hello, my little potato, you beautiful soul. I just like to start off with I love you, so I love you. Today, I had my mentor meeting at 11:30. I woke up in time for that. Um, I met with my mentor and she were talking and she's like, I was telling her, update. She thought that distributed like hundreds of my little cards. I didn't distribute that many because I didn't. Um, I took like a stack with me, and I think that had three stacks. So there's like 166 on average, and I probably have like 100 left. I think about 100. And 66 doesn't sound like a lot, but it sort of is. I don't know. So I took those and distributed those. And then, um, but yes, I was talking with my mentor and I was telling her, I'm going to be in New York for 6 weeks. And she goes, "Didn't you say you were moving to Florida?" I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Why don't you move to New York?" And the honest answer is, I would be open to moving to either. And then I was talking to my friend today, and she goes, "You could just live with me. You could come live with me." And I said, "And and be in Tennessee. And although I do appreciate the offer, I'm not moving anywhere without. If I'm moving somewhere that I need a car, I'm not moving without a car. So, because I don't like to be dependent on people, A, and I don't like being stuck, B. And before I forget, the reason I got an IUD is because my periods have been hurting so much that I'm just like, I'm done. I've been wanting to get an IUD since like June, I think, May, June, and I wasn't able to, so I had to wait and I had to wait. I think last time that I tried to schedule, the doctor was out of office, and this time the doctor was actually there, so I was able to schedule. So that's why, because I didn't have a period for many years, and having one again sucks, and I hate it. And the cramps are starting to get really bad. So I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm done. Let's just not have to worry about this ever again." There's so many plus benefits to it. So, but yes, I was talking to my mentor, and she's like, what do you, And I was like, I'm honestly open to either. If I'm able to afford to live in New York, then I would go to New York, right? And if you know, things are opening up and I get to go to Florida, then I'll go to Florida. And so, I mean, it's open. I was like, or I'll just be one of those people that lives in New York and travels to Florida. Um, so we'll see. And then my, after I met with her, had lunch, nothing fancy today. I did actually try to take the day off. It didn't really work that well. Because I came upstairs and it was like, oh, okay, now you know what, I need to, and I did play a little bit because I was getting ready to take a shower and I was like, I'm gonna put something. I was like, go put makeup on. I'm like, okay, so I went and put makeup on, like put it all on my face and basically made like a paint with my face, like it looked like a warrior mask, like, and then took washed it all off, and then I was like, then I was like, oh, I know, I'll read a book. And then I have to do this and this. And then I recorded the last chapter of The Wind in the Willows, right? And that's great. And then, um, recorded that video, create it, edit, upload, etc. Not a big deal. And then I was talking to my friend, and she had written a song, she wrote a song about the two of us months ago, 11 months ago. Actually, probably longer than that. The video's up on YouTube been up on YouTube for 11 months. And I said, I want you to take that same song and I want you to make it kid friendly. Can you do that for me? And so she made it kid friendly for me. And I love the kid friendly. I was sitting on my bed, like dancing to the song because it was like so cheerful and happy. And we decided that I'm going to use AI to illustrate my children's book. She's going to help me with it. We're going to split the profits. Um, and I was like, okay, now what? And so I also ended up recording the first two children's storybooks, and then I made videos for both of them, uploaded them to YouTube, and sent them to her. And she was like, "I'm crying." She's like, I may or may not be crying, but it's just like it's so good when you can see something of yours and it's just not on paper." And she said, you know, she sees her song, and then I had she saw her song and and then there's my voice reading the book, and then her song again. And then I took that same song and I did exactly what I said I was going to do. And I took it and I went into Audacity, and I also recorded subliminals, and I took the a song and I looped it 4 times, each time getting quieter and quieter. And the subliminals play underneath that. So I created a subliminal audio today. I was so proud of myself because I never done that. So I didn't know, and I Googled and I figured it out. So now I have subliminals. Like, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it's very exciting. So um the song is very cheerful, so I don't know how kid friendly it is for nighttime, but it's lovely. It's very good. And we were like, we said, "Oh, we could make a music video." And I said, "Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. We can make a music video." And so that's in our plans. But I just think it's so adorable. And I have a meeting with someone tomorrow. She's gonna do my mom test for me. And yeah, she's gonna do my mom test for me. And we are going to um I'm gonna have her listen to it. Um and then we'll go from there. I don't know how I'm gonna do this though, because I have to be able to give her the link. I may just put the subliminals on a video, so then she can like see that. But yeah, the subliminals is just, I took a script from something I've recorded before and recorded that, changed up a few things, and the subliminal itself is about 6.5 minutes long, and so the audio is like 14 minutes long. Because you have to loop the song, so it's like 14 minutes, and then um, so I just add it. It's not a big deal. I don't know how that really worked, but oh, maybe because I duplicated. I don't know, but anyways, it's all done, and I sent it to her, and she's just so happy, and the two of us were so happy, and it's so nice to be working together, and like we're planning on like how to do things, and I, I don't know where I'm moving. Okay. If I stay in Houston, I would move into town. I would need a car. I have a neighborhood I would want to move to, actually, because I like that neighborhood. And if I move to New York, I don't know where in New York I would be living. I would like to move near Mabel, of course, and I actually did look at an apartment before. I just have to be able to afford said apartment. But as I recall, I saw a thing one time, and it says they recommend that your housing expenses be no more than your utilities. No, be no more than 30% of your income. Now, this apartment I'm looking at, I think is like 10 grand a month. So if I make $300,000 a year, that apartment would work. It's near me. It's very near Mabel. It's 2 bedrooms. It's got a balcony. Um, So there's different things. So I'm not quite sure how that would work. I don't know if I would be willing to do that yet. Um, but I think I would be, there's different things. So, like, if I'm in New York, I'm near Mabel. So that's really what matters to me. And if I go to Florida, I'm near my friends. If I go to New York, I don't need a car, but I do need more money to be able to afford rents, things like that. And if I go to Florida, I need a car. And I don't really need as much to furnish the room because I'll be staying with my friend's person and the rent will be significantly cheaper, right? So there is that, but it wouldn't be my own place. And there's different, mm, there are pluses for each, of course. And I'm not going to decide where I'm going yet. I'm just going to be open as I have been. And by the end, when I come back from New York at the end of October, I will have a better idea. I'll have a better idea. I'll be in a better place, and I can say yes, no, right? And until then, I'm not able to make that decision. And so I'm going to wait, right? And just, I mean, I don't have to move. I really want to move. Uh, really want to move. So, again, like I said, there's different factors. New York means more money. Plus, I have to get my stuff to New York. I suppose I could ship it, but like, honestly, I don't really have a lot of things. But you always end up having more than you think you do. So, I mean, in theory, I could rent a car and drive up there. Just put my stuff in the car, right? Because there's some things that I would want to take with me. So I would probably like I could rent an SUV and just etc. I don't know how that works. And then I mean I think it would be a much more enjoyable trip if I was actually able to afford it, right? So I could like rent an SUV for like a week and just drive instead of driving like 14 hours in one day and 12 hours another day. I could drive like maybe 5, 6 hours, you know, take my time. So like go to New Orleans, stop there, go to whatever, stop there, etc. So um that's just kind of like my thought process right now. As I said, nothing has to be decided right now. I will have a better idea um when I come back from New York at the end of October. And like I don't know if I've ever told you this before, but when things in my life happen, they tend to move quickly. And for that reason, that's why I'm kind of leaving it open because I'm open to either situation. Um, yeah, we'll see, right? So that's really like, it wasn't very busy today. I'd say it was a calm day, but it was a very exciting day. It's always nice to see your projects come up to fruition. So maybe tomorrow, no, tomorrow, um, I have 2 calls because my other call today got canceled. Well, I didn't get called canceled, but like, nothing happened. So we have to skip reschedule for tomorrow. And maybe I can work on doing homework. Anyways, so that's really all I got for you, as always. I know you don't think it's a big deal, but like, I really wouldn't be here without you. So, where I am on my journey, I'm here because you helped me to be here and because you care enough to listen. So, thank you for that. So thank you for listening. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.